Welcome to Owl the Storyteller, where I trace the stitch of history and unveil fashion's hidden script. Today's tale, the Roaring Twenties, an era when clothing became a form of freedom, rebellion, and reinvention. Let's dive deep into the silhouettes, designers, and innovations that made 1920s fashion a modern masterpiece. The 1920s weren't just roaring, they were radically reshaping the body. Drop waistlines meant the waist fell to the hips. Goodbye, corsets. Boxy shapes brought in androgynous looks, rejecting the old hourglass ideal. Hemlines got shorter. By 1925, skirts reached the knee, which was scandalous back then, and backless gowns. They made movement and sensuality the focus. Think flapper dresses, beaded, sleeveless, perfect for dancing the Charleston. Day dresses brought soft tailoring with belts and crisp collars. Sportswear became popular. Pleated skirts and sweater tops gave women a new tennis chic vibe. The legacy, fashion was liberating the female body, moving from restriction to rhythm and corsets to comfort. Now every stitch tells a story, and these are the hands that stitched the 1920s into legend. Coco Chanel introduced jersey for everyday elegance, gave us the little black dress in 1926, and mixed masculine tailoring with feminine ease. Jean Patou was the pioneer of women's sportswear, think pleated skirts and sleeveless blouses. He even dressed tennis icon Suzanne Lenglen, giving modern women a clean, energetic look. Madeleine Vionnet was the master of the bias cut, sculpting the body through fabric instead of corsetry, inspired by Greek draping for dresses that moved like water. The Calots specialized in lace, embroidery, and opulence for the elite. And Paul Poiret, though his prime came before the 20s, left a lingering influence with his anti-corset philosophy and Orientalist flair in early couture. If fashion is form, innovation is its engine. Jersey fabric brought comfort and stretch, true modern femininity. Rayon, the affordable art silk, democratized glamour. Tulle and chiffon were light, layered, and playful, while lame and sequins reflected jazz club lights, made for nightlife. Construction breakthroughs included bias cuts, inner slips, and machine-sewn hems. Ready-to-wear fashion rose quickly, making style fast, accessible, and affordable. Sizing systems started to standardize clothing for mass production. Meanwhile, fashion media boomed. Magazines like Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, and La Gazette du Bon Ton flourished, and fashion photography turned models into icons. Let's sum up this decade of transformation. Early 1920s styles felt soft and simple as waistlines began to drop. By the mid-1920s it was full flapper fantasy fringe, beads, and jazz-fueled freedom. The late 1920s brought sophistication, bias cuts, longer hems, and muted elegance. By 1929, the Roaring Twenties closed with a whisper and a crash. But the legacy of fashion innovation, that's eternal. Thanks for watching Owl the Storyteller, where garments speak and silhouettes whisper the past. Subscribe for more timeless fashion journeys, and remember, the past is never out of style.